very rapid growth in the Federal Reserve note debt. And under George Bush, who recently died, and under Barack Obama, this debt continued to grow almost exponentially. And the fact of the matter is that this debt is actually bogus. Bogus means fake. It's fake debt. Why do I say it's fake debt? This is because it's owed to the Federal Reserve, which is one of the members of the Bank for International Settlements. Now, this group was supposed to be shut down by the World Bank. That's what we know. And we have been trying to close the Federal Reserve and these members of the Bank for International Settlements down because actually they owe debt. They owe more debt than we owe under the bogus national debt. What do the Federal Reserve and the members of the Bank for International Settlements owe? They owe over $2 quadrillion. That is debt that was issued in the 1930s under something called Treaty of Versailles bonds. At the time, this was $270 trillion, but there was interest that grew exponentially, and now the bankers owe us over $2 quadrillion worth. So the Federal Reserve, it's bankrupt, and I have put liens on the Federal Reserve, and I have recorded these liens, and I have given a notice to the Universal Postal Union, and we are now in the process of winding the Federal Reserve down. Who is we? We is all of the people on Earth. We're in something called the global currency reset. And the chance that we succeed in doing this is over 90%. We know this this is a power transition model from the National War College that came to me in 2004. And it's very, very accurate, and I've been following this. This power transition model tells us who is working together in a coalition, and I can tell you who is in this coalition. It's the people all over the world and the military powers all over the world, including the United States military powers. Be attributed to the foreign policy of the United States and how much of the crisis is something which happened after 9/11. Well, first of all, as we've been talking about, the crisis is a banker's crisis because the bankers thought that they were going to continue to fool us with their fake paper money. And as a matter of fact, we're not fooled at all. A critical mass of humanity knows full well what the actual reality is. And we have shifted into this reality under something called the 100 monkey effect. Once enough people knew, the critical mass of humanity knew what the actual reality was, we moved into a new reality, which is where we are. And the crisis that we're talking about is something that only exists for people who have been fooled by the banking cartel. And as I've mentioned, enough of us are no longer fooled. So how much of this crisis happened after 9/11? Well, you know what happened in 9/11. We were told that there was twin towers that were falling down because of planes flying into them. This is a fabricated lie. What actually happened on 9/11 was we were being distracted because the day before 9/11 was when the news hit that the military lost over $1 trillion in their budget. And people didn't want anyone to realize this, so they manufactured this fake story. It wasn't real planes. The buildings were demolished. They had to be demolished. There was gold in storage under the Twin Towers that has gone missing, and we're going to be recovering it. And when I say we, this is the coalition that is actually now in place. And I'm the spokesperson for the coalition, but as I've mentioned many, many times, it's really humanity that's in charge, and I just get to try to speak for humanity. And everything that people do when they have regained their world and their reality, They're going to undo any mistakes that we've made in the interim. We're just caretakers waiting for humanity to decentralize and finish running the world themselves. And each country, the people in each country, they're going to kick out those fake bankers and their fake currency, and they're going to be regaining their monetary gold reserves. We've already offered this gold, which is going to be minted in their currency.